So today we're working on this 2025 leisure travel van. We've already got the batteries removed from here. The two giant battle borns we're going to be replacing with a single Lithionics 630. Got a single 3000 watt Xantrax. We're going to be putting a dual Xantrax inverter in this one. The other inverter is going on the other side. I'll show you that in a minute. Dual inverter in this bay. This is for the second inverter only. We're going to remove all the carpet in there and turn that to electrical bay. We're doing emergency jump start. Have a little switch right here when it's all said and done. That'll be for jump starting your vehicle off of your house power system. This is the other bay I was talking about where we'll be having the additional 630 battery. Okay, so we're doing a Starlink Mini on the roof with a magnetic mount. And we're doing something a little different on this one. We're going to replace the factory fog lights with some Baja amber fog lights, as well as some really cool grill lights that are going to go in here, custom made for the vehicle.
So right now we're making space for the DC to DC charger. So these are the 16 amp circuit breakers that we're going to use for the DC to DC charger. Right now we're making ventilation holes, but you guys have to check this out. Made in-house 3D printed parts, so you know you get the perfect fit every time. So as you can see in front of me, he's working on the maintenance panel. We have the wires coming up from the bottom, and this is made purely in-house on our own 3D printers. Now let's pull her in to do the rock and roll kit.
Man, it's bright out here today in Florida, but that doesn't matter for this LTV because it got the ultimate boondocking package. It has our quad package, which in this case on a 2025 is two 630 amp hour batteries, and they can run their AC at full blast for a full 16 hours without help from anything. That's no solar, that's nothing, but this did get solar, which will also help run it even longer, as well as it got a second inverter. So this can actually run multiple major appliances at once. So if we look in here, we've got one inverter there with one of the 630 amp hour batteries, and we've got another inverter in there. So one of these inverters is actually dedicated to running just the AC system, and a second inverter will run the rest of the rig, which allows you to not worry about overloading the inverter that runs your climate control on a day like this. And you can use the microwave, you can use a hair dryer, and you won't trip the inverter itself. And you can use it worry-free for a very long amount of time with these two batteries. Easily you'll make it through the night and into the morning with everything full blast without being careful on your power usage. Controlling this power system that we've now got in here, you've got this convenience panel that we made. You've got both inverter controls as well as a battery monitor, your battery controls, and your on and off cutoff power to the inverters to do everything from inside the vehicle. You don't have to go out there and do anything actually in the bay. You can do it all from in here. All of this is also Bluetooth, and you can monitor it from your phone. So your battery monitor does the math for you here. This is by Victron Energy. And that actually tells you what both batteries' estimated time and charge and everything is, so you can see how much time you have as you're using it. Each of these inverters are Bluetooth as well, so you can see whether or not you're on grid power, if your generator is working or your shore power is good, or you're using just battery. We also improved the solar on this LTV with our current favorite panel, which are these Shadow Flex panels. They're much more efficient than the ones that came off, and we can actually fit as much as 1,200 watts on the roof of one of these, depending on what your needs are and how many panels you do want to run. That will dramatically improve how long your battery lasts during the day. So if you're running your AC and everything on battery, these are going to help you do that for longer. And under here, we have our rock and roll package, which consists of front Bilstein shocks, rear Bilstein shocks, front sumo springs, rear sumo springs, add a leaf helper, as well as a stronger stabilizer, all combining to make this drive much nicer. So it's less susceptible to crosswinds, semis passing you, and it earned its nickname anti-rock and roll package because now when you're pulling out of driveways, it is not rocking and rolling as much as it was before. So things aren't falling out of your cabinets, and stuff's not falling off the counters. It is a much, much bigger improvement over the stuff that's already in there.